Hey, Patronus Matt with Olympus Reptiles. It's time to give you a clutch update and make some more snakes for sale. For full disclosure, there's a couple reasons why I've been hesitant to do these last two clutches. One is I only got two left, and it's going to be a little bit of a dry spell, so I kind of want to make sure you guys have something in the meantime. It's got to wait on babies, right? And number two is I got a lot of crap I still need to ship out, but it's so cold in Kansas right now we haven't had a chance. So I'm wanting to get kind of caught up on that before I get too far behind. So you guys get to help me make sure I get you all your snakes. You can do that. I'm sure you know, and I've got it logged in here, but we all know how disorganized I truly am. And I appreciate you guys for loving me anyway. But let's get these up and get these listed and start putting these up for sale. So the first one we have is 181601. That was that little female spider. And she is really cool. Now, she's much different than the other spider in this clutch. And I'm going to show you both while we do this. So that's 181601. And the other spider was not you. Not you. Oh, you. It was you. And this is 181605. I just want to get them both out so you can see how vastly different these two are. It's really strange how different they are. The color is different. The amount of white is different. The head stamp is different. Even some of the patterning. As a matter of fact, this one here reminds me almost more of my oddball dark spider. However, it's got different parents, so it's just kind of a quirk. That does lead me to believe that the chances of that dark being genetic in that spider are less because I threw something else similar, and then we're not, keeping this one necessarily. But and it's also pissed off all the time. Why are you always so pissed off? So I don't know what's going on with that, but it is just a little bit of a different looking. It is just a spider. It's just got kind of a cool pattern. So this is the one that we're working on selling right now, though, this little female spider here. And we're going to do her at our traditional female spider price of $90. So $90 gets you this one right there. I'll go ahead and put that back. That's 181601 for $90. And this really cool pattern one, because it's different slightly, we're going to sell this one. Well, we're not. And I know there's a hint in there because I don't write down what I'm going to say. But for right now, this one is not going to be sold. Not today anyway. There's a belly shot of it though. Really kind of neat. Really kind of neat. So, now let me put that one back. Get back in there. So that one's not for sale, but the first one is $90. Wake up, computer, so I'll make sure and go in order here, which will bring us to the problem calendar. Now, and again, it's in shed. I'm going to show it to you again, but we're not going to price this one right now either. That's not because of anything special. It wasn't meant to be a holdback. It's not going to be a holdback. I didn't have it earmarked for a Patreon special. That doesn't mean that can't change. But just because of the fact that it's struggling, I don't feel comfortable selling it while it's struggling. Now I know I've walked into Petco's and I've seen snakes in this condition, and I've even gone to tables and seen snakes in this condition. Hell, I bought a snake in this condition off of a table once, and knew, because of what I do, what I was getting into, knew the odds weren't necessarily great, and it was for a cheap price, and unfortunately it didn't make it. It passed away. You remember that, don't you, Kurt? The $300 meal I fed the Cayman?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was something that Kurt and I talked about, because we were spending this money, and this has been a couple years ago. But I know I've had a bad experience with that, even though, and it wasn't, I shouldn't say bad, because I fully knew what I was getting into. And you guys do too, because I've told you, but I just don't feel comfortable selling this one yet. So when it gets to doing well, I'll release it for sale, I guarantee, and we'll make sure and do something cool with it. But as of right now, I just can't price it because, well, I'm not confident in it. I'm not confident that everything's right with it. Still to this day, I'm not confident it's going to take off. It is doing better. We did have to get, like I say, that impaction out, and but since then it hasn't eaten on its own. It's always been assist fed. I probably had to assist feed it, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. So fingers are crossed, but there could be something internally damaged. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. With that, I'm not gonna sell one of you guys or anybody. This isn't even a Patreon thing. I'm not gonna sell anybody a snake that I personally don't feel good about. That doesn't mean that I won't sell a snake that doesn't have a problem sometime. I will. It's gonna happen. But I'm not gonna knowingly do that. And I'm not gonna knowingly do that to you or a stranger or anybody. I just think that it's part of, it's part of your reputation. When you do crap like that, it's, what do you do it for? I know people that do that. I got a situation in mind right now of I know somebody doing something similar, not on an animal, on other crap, and I've advised them that I think it's a horrible idea, but I'm not them. And, I just don't think the amount of money you may make is worth the amount of damage you may get to your reputation. So don't do it. That's kind of what I'd say. And then we get to 181603, which is this little girl right here. I think we said she was a little girl, right? We said this is a little boy. This little boy right here. Now, again, I'll show you. I could be wrong on this, but I wanted to err on the side of caution. So, we said male. But if I'm wrong, don't be mad at me. If I'm wrong, I'm going by that color in there and that slight retraction that I see. So I think it is it's just a small penised male right now would be my guess. But if I'm wrong, somebody's going to get a female for a male price. I'd rather be wrong that way than the other way. So we're going to do this one for $75. Little pastel male, $75, and that number is 181603. Then it brings us to 181604, which is that really nice looking bumblebee. We said that one was a female, so we'll do that at, God, what are we doing these for? 150 this year, Kurt? Shaking your head and you don't know?
You're the one that prices them.
We're gonna do this bumblebee female for 150 this year. I do need to check one thing before I tell you that I can do that though, because I do remember that at one point, okay, let me double check something because I want to make sure I'm telling you guys the solid truth. And I think I am. So I know I had to replace one at one point in time, and it wasn't this one I used, so we're good. Yep, this one's available for $150. Female bumblebee. It was 181404. I had to use for a replacement, I do believe, not 181604. And then that gets us to 181605, which is that other little spider I showed you that we're not selling. 181606 is a calabi. We're not selling that. And I will be, full disclosure, that's not going to end up on a Patreon special. That is legitimately a holdback. And then, of course, 181607. That was the kinked spider we shared with you all that we ended up sending to Chris Sexton, who's given that thing a great home, even though it's a pet quality only. So, that is where we're at. Anything you want to add, Kurt?
What were the parents?
What were the parents? Calico to a bumblebee. I can show you the parents if we want. Let's make sure I'm showing you the right ones. This is, again, why you have to, log everything. So, the parents were this girl right here. It's literally the exact same parent I'm doing this year. This will give you an idea of what to expect as we go into adulthood. Boom! And this boy right here. Boom! There they are. There's your parents. And this snake, I think we only did the bumblebee pairing once. I think I said twice in the video, but I think we only did it once because she's a 2015 birth. So she bred in 18, had babies in 18. So she was, I don't think we got her twice. I think last year was her first year actually producing. I think we may have bred her the year before, but she is massive for her age. Let's get a weight on her. This is not a small male. This is a good sized male. What do you think she's going to weigh, Kurt? Take a guess.
2,300.
2,300. You get the bull right up there I'm going to need, dude.
I can't reach it.
You can too reach it. You're not that short. He's close. Don't let him fool you. He got it! Yay! So Kurt says 2,300. I'm going to say she's 2,750. She is a thick girl. So we're not cheating. We'll tear that scale to 0. Get all of you in there. Oh, 24.39. I actually think you were closer than I was. Winner, chicken dinner for Kurt. What he wins is a chance to clean snake poop for a week. Congratulations. What will you do with it? No, I'm kidding. So anyway, she's 2,400 grams. She's doing good. We'll put her back in with her bow, and hopefully that goes well. Oh. All right. Anything else you want to add, Kurt?
No.
All right, Patreon's Clutch Update number 16. I've only got one more for you this year, which will be Clutch 17. But rest assured, stick with us because 2019 is underway. We're seeing swells. We're getting close to some ovulation. We have 1 or 2 that are ovulating. Our incubator is going to be running within a couple weeks. And we're only going to be probably about 4 months from babies. So hopefully... And we're going to start, of course, we're going to honor all of our promises we've made. You'll have giveaways. We have the one already set us up. So if we stay over 2,500, that's going to happen. Then it may be a little bit of a lull because we have to get to that next breeding season, right? And with 19, and we stay with that, we're going to have giveaways. We're going to continue doing monthly specials until we hit the next level, which then we increase those specials. And we're going to always release our animals here first. So that's all I got. We'll see you all next week.